Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is Alex from All About Lapland with my wife Julia from All About Lapland. And today we are on a new adventure. Finally, we've made our trip towards the north from the Arctic Circle, and we're exploring some even more beautiful terrains. Yesterday you might have seen us on top of Fell Ylläs, which is about 1 hour drive from here, where we witnessed an amazing sunset. This is in a bit different region from here. Now we are exploring Ylläs, which is also a great region with 7 beautiful fells, so 7 big hills that offer amazing views over the area. And today we are ascending on one of these fells, one of the 7 fells called Kuer. The top of Fell Kuer is just in front of us here, and we are already 1/3 into our hike. It is not a very big hike. You can get there in about 1 hour if you don't stop on the way. Well, we usually stop on the way to capture the views because, well, the views can be quite breathtaking. Look at that. This is the noon sun lighting up the snowed up trees, and as you can see, it's quite a popular destination for hikes for locals and tourists alike. And here we are on a kind of a flat surface before we start a bigger ascent. This is like a small marsh or wetland, and actually it's a very cool place. I've been filming Northern Lights here last year for many hours, crawling in this snowy terrains, and now we have sun which is barely visible from the horizon, which is an impressive view. So look at that, this is just so amazing. The sun will not rise higher than this, so you might think that it is a sunset or a sunrise, but it's actually both. The sun will just stay there for a couple of hours and go down at about 3 p.m. or earlier. So I filmed many good things in this area. Gimbal is having some troubles, and Julia there is also filming these amazing views because, well, just look at that. This is so impressive looking. Wow, this is the best light in whole winter now that we have in January. What's up?
Good.
Are you cold?
Not today.
Not today, yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. So now we're going to go into more foresty kind of area on this fell, and once we get there, probably in about 20 to 30 minutes, if the technology allows us to continue, we will be rewarded with some amazing views over there from top of this fell, because now we can't see much anywhere outside this place. So this is quite a cool looking forest over here with very dense and very tall trees which are totally covered with snow, and just the journey to the fell over there, it's an amazing experience. And if you ever visit this area in Lapland, especially Ylläs area, you can make a very nice hike on this trail. As you can see, it's quite popular, so the track is pretty dense, so you don't really need snowshoes just to go up and down. However, if you want to wander around going further away from the track, then you will need some kind of support, snowshoes or snow skis and whatnot. But the fastest way to reach this place is just by walking up. So as I was telling, there are 7 fells in Ylläs, and this is the less steep one, so more accessible. You can also hike some other fells as well, and I've been doing that successfully during these years in both winter and summer, but it's a little bit more challenging to say. Not impossible, but this is my to-go place in Ylläs if I want to have a nice hike and take some pictures. So accessible for the whole family. And now we are entering a very, very deep forest with trees that are totally snowed up. Look at that. They are bending from the weight of the snow. And this sort of season is also called the popcorn tree season, when we have these amazing snow giants, which is how they're also called here. Amazing views. Julia is taking some other trail over here. Wow, so the higher we go, the better the views become, and in about 5-10 minutes we should have a first outlook on the back there, this way to the village of Ylläs Lapland, where we started the hike. So this area has two small villages of Ylläs Lapland and Ylläsjärvi. The first one is more northern village where we are visiting today, and there is also one more village in the south with only a few thousand local inhabitants, and the bulk of people that are spending winter here, it consists of tourists. This winter mainly domestic ones from Finland. Well, Ylläs is usually quite popular among the domestic tourists, so they were quite full on Christmas. Now there is of course much less people, but anyway, there are some visitors here as well. Although we all miss you guys and it is a bit too quiet now. So the temperature today, it's about -10 degrees centigrade, and actually hiking up I really feel a little bit too hot and I'm sweating because it's a good exercise to go up the hill, and as there is some gear I do feel quite hot. Of course, when we reach the top there might be some wind and we will be less mobile, so then I'll have to come up with some more clothes and dress up. But for now, as I'm walking, even in -10, this is a bit too hot for me to wear a hat, for example, because I'm just starting to sweat too much. So quite a different feeling today than yesterday, when we were totally frozen on top of another fell after spending many hours snowmobiling and filming in Muonio. So last night when I came home to the cottage, our cottage wasn't very warm, so I was just shivering for a couple of hours afterwards, and the only thing that fixed it is going to the sauna. So after that I felt okay-ish. But today it's a bit different. -10, it's quite a lovely weather, and it's quite still, so there is no wind or anything like that. So amazing weather to explore, and also a great day to explore with some more clear skies and beautiful sunlight that is hitting the top of the fells. So here we have some majorly snowed up trees, and this kind of season of snowed up trees like this one lasts from somewhere December towards end February, sometimes even March.
Should tell that it's so much snow that it actually can break the trees.
Oh yeah, that is true. Julia is saying that sometimes the snow load is too big, so the trees just bend and break. Well, these ones are just bent, and it's in spring. It's an amazing feeling once it's thawing. Basically, they can just catapult the snow once the frost is like less severe. So sometimes you can hear like and the whole snow is catapulted, and that can be a bit scary sometimes if you haven't experienced something like that, because you're walking alone in the forest and then boom, there is this huge sound and snow rising up. So that can sometimes happen. but now they're deep frozen. They will not move anywhere for months, I suppose. So I would say that we are already halfway to the top of the fell. Halfway totally, not only this stream. We started somewhere 1/3 of the way in. And if you're just joining the stream, this is Alex and Julia from Ylläs Lapland, and today we are climbing up towards fell. Kuer fell, it is a word for a small mountain or a big hill which usually has a barren top without trees, so it's just a white snowed up desert up there with maybe minimal amount of trees. And there are 7 of these giant hills in this area of Ylläs, and this one it's the easiest to reach by walking. So hopefully we will get rewarded with a sunny view. Right now we are a bit in the shadow of the fell, so there is no sunlight hitting this area because the sun is so very low right now, but it's otherwise a very beautiful day, and the views here are quite amazing. So Ylläs region has many cool opportunities for outdoors, and a national park of Pallas Ylläs, which starts not very far away from here, and there are countless trails to explore in summer and in winter. There is also a ski resort, some restaurants, hotels, cottages, shops and stuff like that, but on a very miniature scale. So it is a quite nice getaway place with good services available, but also a lot of places to explore. And hopefully in the future I'll be able to come here for some cross-country skiing, because this place has some really cool tracks for that, which are going in different directions, and there are nice wilderness cafes on the way where one can warm up and have a lunch. Usually they offer some kind of hot soup, coffee, berry juice. So this is basically all what you need for a nice picnic, to have some renewed strength to continue on the cross-country tracks. Usually it is very popular among Finnish people to come to this area in February and March for some cross-country skiing or alpine skiing. Here we have some people enjoying the views. So finally we can see a bit of the view from here. We start to be high enough. Look at that. So I'm gonna let some people pass. Onks toi husky? Onks toi husky? So there's a husky dog over there. An Alaskan husky. So I probably, if you're a dog lover, it's a bit steep here, and not really steep, but it's slippery because the snow is so packed. So a bit slippery to go up. Yes, if you're a dog lover, you want to have a more kind of practical dog in this area. There is not much point in Paris Hilton dogs in this climate, so a husky would be like your best companion. Wow, look at these views. Oh my god, look at that. This is like a postcard perfect picture. Look at that, it's so cool. So let me go up a little. This is indeed one of the popular areas for landscape viewing and picture taking for obvious reasons. Wow. So this kind of snow skis is a nice way to explore the area, and I have a pair just like these. So maybe later I'll be exploring some of the wilder terrains with these skis and take you along with me. Looking good.
Yeah, I wonder who can take pictures with me here.
Yeah. Can you take a vertical picture of close-up of this one and these two or something like that? Well, up to you. So here we have some really cool landscapes. Cool in every way. Wow. This is just so amazing. So hot, yeah. So what I usually do on these kind of hikes that are very sweaty, I'm very lightly dressed before I go. So I only have one layer, one technical shirt and then a coat. But once I get up, I will change, of course. Not on the live stream, but I'll change later. So after that, when you're not moving and when you're feeling more cold, you'll have a fresh set of clothes on you and you won't get sick or freeze to death or something like that. So this is kind of my tip for hiking in winter conditions. Have a plenty of change clothes for you, maybe 2 or 3 changes for your inner layers, depending on how many hikes you do. So we are getting closer to the top, and at some point the trees will disappear. They'll be behind us because on the very top of the fell it is too harsh for trees to grow, too harsh climate. So that's why these fells here are barren and empty on the top, at least usually. So here we have some amazing popcorn trees that are all snowed up. An amazing view. Guys, this whole winter I've been dreaming about coming here in this more north area. As much as I love my home area in Rovaniemi, this is astonishing. And you have such amazing landscapes here, so many cool places to visit, to climb to and live stream from. So finally I'm so happy that we are having this trip up north. It's partly work trip, filming for some companies, and partly it's our own enjoyment. Like today we are just exploring for ourselves and for you guys. Looks quite good in every direction. Oh wow, here we have a huge snowed up tree. Wow. Winter wonderland. This is amazing. Quite a cool tree here. It's like a very big, very old pine. Very strong one. It's collecting all the snow which is coming from up there. So you have a nice kind of corridor underneath it. Quite funny. So plenty of snow here as well. I suppose it's about 40 to 50 centimeters. So on some winters there can be even more snow, up to 1.5 meters of snow. It's quite normal, and there is still 2 more months of snowfall to come, so it will just increase. Wow, look at that. These are just breathtaking landscapes here. So that's why I so much enjoy this area of Lapland, the northern part of Lapland, where you have this kind of amazing sceneries.
Looks like this one fell down
Yeah,
from the snow.
it had too much snow, this tree, so most likely it just,
It's pretty fresh.
yeah, it's a few days fresh only, so that tree had enough of snow and it went down. Well, that happens especially quite often on the northern slopes. So if you go this way, you will go to the northern slope, and once you have strong winds and blizzards, you will find many fallen trees every winter. Oh, there's one more. Yeah, yeah, another tree that bent down from the snow, and it was transported a little bit further away from the road. Okay, let them pass. Simon is saying, Alex, can you fit a tour of Luosto in by any chance? As we could not fly out due to the Great Depression of 19. Yeah, Ylläs is nice. Maybe not in this next month, because we don't have plans for Ylläs. But we went there a couple of times, so Luosto. Maybe, well, in any case, Luosto looks pretty much like this too. Of course, it has its own, peculiarities. Sometimes I go at night to film Northern Lights in Luosto, when I take my gear and I hike up this kind of fells and take pictures at night. But of course, it's I always come back the same night, even though it could be very late. Well, in Luosto you also have the amethyst mine, and I've done quite a lot of live videos from amethyst mine in Luosto on Facebook, but not on this channel. I have a couple of edited videos from the Luosto amethyst mine, which you can find on this very channel. So you have to scroll down quite a bit, and there are 2 videos from Luosto, one in winter and one in summer, which are from the amethyst mine. Of course, Luosto has also much more to offer than the amethyst mine, and it's a great place for hiking too. So I'll keep it in mind of going to Luosto. Lapland is amazing in this sense that you have a great choice of where to go, even for a local who has been pretty much everywhere. Well, I haven't certainly been everywhere, but in many places. So from here now we can see the fell Pallas, which we saw closer yesterday. So these are Pallas fells over there, and yesterday we were a fell left, which is behind these trees, about 80 kilometers this way. So this is where we were yesterday live streaming on this channel. So this area alone of Ylläs and Muonio, it's just vast. You can, if you want to visit every cool place in the area, it will take you weeks, literally. But I'll see what I can do about Luosto. There are a couple of nice places to hike there as well, and Luosto is very good with cross-country skiing as well. Are those blue post trail markers? Yes, they are. So they're really helpful in dark time, because in winter most of the time here it's dark, so it helps people not to get lost, especially like in a snow blizzard. You kind of lose all of your orientation. Now it's like, seems like, why do they have them? Because you can see everything, but the conditions may change. And there we have the big fell of Ylläs over there behind the trees. This is the fell which is taken by ski resort, one of the 7 fells in the area, while the other ones are just barren and have not much on top of them except being a good opportunity to see the landscapes. So now we are starting to climb very high. The trail, it's very soft now, so not easy to climb. And the only problem I have is I feel too hot climbing up. Otherwise there is no problem whatsoever. This is quite normal conditions for the winter time. So stick with the show for some more minutes to see the beautiful landscape from the top. We are reaching that in about 5 minutes, I hope. Oh. So we start to have really cool views in the back. The views for the whole area from up here, quite amazing. Now we can see a few of these. Oh shit! Slipped up a bit. The trail is a bit slippery. Well, in any case, now we have a great view of the whole area, and you can see why it's called 7 fells. So you have, if I'm not mistaken, this is fell Kesanki. No, this one is fell Kesanki, Lainio. There is Pyhä in the back. We have Kellostapuli, fell Ylläs behind these trees, and this is fell Kuer. So I'm glad that the image is better today. Sometimes I just, well, usually I don't have any control of what kind of quality is put up. I try to stream in the areas with some internet coverage, but as always, it might not work perfectly. So cool. And there we have the lake Akaslompolo, which is the central lake where the village is situated on this part of the lake where locals live, and there are some cottages for rent for visitors as well. So up we go. It's not a long way up. So I'm literally sweating bullets right now, because when you go higher it gets less colder because of the effect of cold air being drawn to the lower places and sinking down to the valleys, which leaves a little bit more warmer weather on the top. So I don't think it is -10 here anymore. It is -10 down here. I suppose it's something like -6, 7, 8 degrees centigrade. And as it's a nice little hike upwards, so, and I'm going pretty fast, so we can reach there in time. So it's a good exercise. I need to be in better shape. Back home we don't have such big hills, so usually my hikes are so much shorter. So hope to do some more exercise and cross country to get me in a better shape for hiking. Wow. Now you might understand why people want to climb these fells. And this is to enjoy these views, guys. This is just so super awesome. Wow. Breathtaking. Amazing. So up we go. Not a lot left now. Finally we are on the sunny side, almost on the sunny side of the fell. So north is to our right, where we would see northern lights, and on the left we have south, where we can see sunlight. And by the way, somebody was asking for my postcards that I have, and if you want to find some of them, I have them on sale on our aurorashop.fi with northern lights taken from many places, including this fell. As I was saying in the beginning, I come here quite regularly to film northern lights, and some of my best pictures of my aurora hunting career were made on this fell. So please go to aurorashop.fi and you will find postcards section there and a couple of northern lights pictures taken from here that you can order if you like. And wow, finally some sunlight, guys. Quite amazing view. So we've reached the top of the fell. Amazing. Now it will be time to grab some drink, change the clothes, do some photography here. So is the sun back each day now? Well, we have sun for 2 consecutive days, which is quite impressive, because we didn't see sunlight for many weeks due to it being very low over the horizon and due to the cloudiness. But now this week we had sunlight for 4 days, which is amazing. So there will be some clouds coming, but definitely more sunny days now, as the sun is, with each day it rises a little bit higher, and hopefully we'll have frosty days with clear skies like this one. So a bit of sightseeing is done. This is one of these villages in the area called Ylläs, same name as the lake. There's a couple of shops there, a couple of restaurants, and you also have some of the big fells in the area. Kesänki, Kellostapoli, Keskeinen Laki, and the fell of Ylläs, where you have the ski resort indicated by the lights. You can also get to that place by the gondola lift from the other side, which you can't see from there, so you don't always need to walk on these fells. So you can use the Julia is taking picture of me. Nice. So perhaps if I have time, I'll go to this fell, which is Kesänki. There is a canyon over there behind this tree line. There is a canyon which is very steep going up, but once you get there you are presented with amazing view as well. So this is one of my favorite places to hike. Same as this one, I go to this fell in summers quite often, and in summer you have the sun in the opposite direction over there during the night it doesn't go down at all. So different fells for different season, and this one is fell Kuer, as I was mentioning, and over there you have the immediate top of the fell, which people go up to see the views and go down from there. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I'm gonna have a sip of warm water and change the set of clothes now, and as usually we'll see you on the next stream. It's been a quite amazing stream. I wanted to do it for quite a long time, and I'm happy that finally I'm being in this best landscapes of Lapland, being able to live stream for you guys. So thanks a lot for joining. We have a very cool crowd today on this live stream, and tomorrow we're gonna have to do some work, so I'm not sure I'll be able to live stream tomorrow, but maybe on Tuesday will be another day for live streaming. And of course you can join our other channels where we are present quite often, on Instagram for example, and on Telegram, so it's t.me/allaboutLapland. And I would really like you guys to join Telegram, because it's the only social media without the algorithm now. So anyone who is subscribed to these channels, they can see everything which is posted. So there is no like moderation of the content. So everything I post there you will guys see. So please join Telegram at t.me/allaboutLapland, and I'm posting some short videos and clips there as well. And it's also a nice place for discussions. So thanks a lot for watching. It's been an amazing adventure here. Great views. So we have a few minutes now to take some more photos with Julia before the sun goes behind the clouds, and hope you've enjoyed this one. Please remain positive. Don't hide your smiles. Help the people around you with positive thoughts and positive reinforcement, and of course stay cool. And thanks Brenna for your support. That means a lot to us and gives us some more power and possibility to do this kind of content for you guys. So over and out, until the next one.